Alright, so now that I've assigned my subscriptions, the next step is to assign each participant with a card. Most programs will actually wait for the participants to come pick up their cards before doing this whole process, because you can assign a card to a participant by simply scanning the QR code that's at the back of that very card. So for a lot of program managers, it makes a lot more sense to wait. But today we'll use a different method of assigning cards. So if you go into the cards menu, as you can see, I've already generated 10 cards, but this is usually a process that we, the support team, help you with. So please let us know when you want to generate cards. We'll be more than happy to assist. And as you can see, each card has a unique ID, a unique number as well, and also a QR code, which is exactly what's going on the back of the printed cards. So if we go back to our participants menu and I go in the options at the right, you can see that there's an assign a card option that we're going to click. And here you can see my camera, it's being covered at the moment just for the video, but this is where you would scan either the QR code or you could also enter the number manually. So here, for my first participant, I will assign the card number 1. And then click on assign. And my first participant is now linked to card number 1. And it's really that simple. And then I would simply repeat those steps for every single participant. And like I said, it's a lot easier once you have the QR codes. So you might want to wait for your cards to be printed out and your participants to come pick up their card. And in that way, it's a lot easier to assign. And also you can avoid little mistakes when you input those card numbers. And so it's really that simple. And now I'll just show you briefly how to manage a participant's subscription. So as we mentioned, you can always edit the details of a participant. We've already assigned a subscription, although you can assign multiple subscriptions to the same person. So as previously mentioned, we could have also created a fall subscription period and then assigned that one as well. Here you can check the participant's transaction history and the card usage. Here you could manually add funds, but we're going to come back to that in a second because as you may remember, I have 2 missed payments, right? Because I have a 3-month subscription and that subscription started in June and will last until August. So that means that I have 3 payments, and currently it is mid-July, so all my participants have missed 2 payments. So if I click on add missed payment, I can go in the current subscription, and as you can see, all that money will be allocated back. So we can put add payment, and there we go. And if I click on add a missed payment again, because we missed 2, then another $10 will be allocated. And so as you can see, now my participant has $20. Unfortunately, it doesn't really automatically calculate the fact that there were 2 missed payments. So instead of just the $10, it could give the $20 directly. But you get the hang of it. This is really for whenever you assign a subscription to someone when one of your programs has already begun. So you can display the person's QR code, and here you have 3 different options in case you want to deactivate the card. So here you have a lost card option. So if we were to click on this, so here we have the lost card number, so it's number 1, and then you would simply just assign a new card to the person and it would automatically deactivate this one. And what's pretty neat about this is that if someone finds the lost card, then you can reactivate it. And in the case where the card is lost, once you assign a new card to the participant, all funds that were on the lost card will be automatically transferred to the new one. So hence the transfer funds button at the bottom. And we have two other options right here. So the other one is unassigned card. So unassigned card basically means that you would simply unassign the card to this person, and then the card just simply won't have anyone assigned to it. And then if you put deactivate, then it's different because this card is still assigned to the person. They just can't use it at a market or a participating grocery store. As you can see, we would just type the name of the participant to confirm the deactivation, and then that's it. If you wish to delete a participant, you'll get an error message because you can't delete a participant that has a card assigned and also a subscription period. So in that case, you would have to unassign the card and then delete the subscription period, and only then will you be able to actually delete that person from the participants list, and all the funds on their card will go back to the budget allowance. And so if for any reason you wish to add funds to a participant's card, you can also click this button and select the subscription period, the product group for which you want to add funds, and then add your selected amount. If for any other reason you want to subtract a certain amount of money, then you would do just minus that amount. So let's say like -5, and then click add amount, and it would subtract $5 from the participant's card. But this option is rarely used because if you want to reimburse a transaction on someone's card, then you would simply go to the transactions menu right here. And I'll post a brief video on this showing how you as a program manager and also group manager can reimburse a transaction. So there you have it. You've successfully set up a program on Tomat. Do not hesitate to contact us if you have any questions about certain functionalities or you want to find specific ways to tailor the platform to your needs.